Well, today is Cyber Monday, and we'll be trading. Well, retail sales are down, by the way, so that may have an impact on the stock market. But we'll be trading any action. Not saying there is going to be any action, but we saw what Friday was. Only a half day on Friday. We saw what Friday was like, so let's see. Is there going to be any action? Good question. Guess we're going to find out. So, top movers. Singing Machine. Nabriva. Pinduoduo. Axum Therapeutics. Taboola. This is really, there's no action right now, but we'll see. Man United look just going green on the day. I'll put that up there anyway because it moved up reasonably well last week. Held most of its gains. Excuse me. Moved up reasonably well and held most of its gains. So we'll see. Already there, Ed. Well done. Taboola, it's interesting, but it seems to be on the back end of the move. So, just want to put some key levels here. That's the pre-market high, 315. Of course, you've got 310, which is going to be a key level. $3 is going to be a key level, so it needs to get over but back over $3. Bounce on the VWAP here, but yeah, that's Taboola. Let's see what happens, shall we? I've got the sniffles all of a sudden. You know what's going on? Okay, what's just happened there? I think I just jumped up. Let me have a quick look. Why is this jumping up? Went up to over $3 from 180. It's like 70% gain. It's pulling back right now. Oh, ICAD and Google Help Think Strategic Development and Commercialization Agreement. That could be interesting. What's the float size on this? 23.5 million. Not shorted. So I'll put that on the watch list as well. Could be interesting. Above $2, back above $3, it's interesting. Up until it gets back up there, probably not so much. Taboola, no. Right, okay. Singing Machine, maybe. Bruva, Pinduoduo popped up on good earnings, sold off. Axum Therapeutics, these have all got good catalysts. So, well, I say good catalysts, they've all got reasonable catalysts, so understandable catalysts for the move, that's for sure. Exactly, Ed. Low float is good because you get bigger percentage moves when the volume is up. That's essentially it. You get more volatility, higher volatility rather. Not so much more, but higher volatility. What am I trading? It depends. So in general, I'm trading stocks and shares. Hey, Alistair. Matt. Morning, Captain. In general, Yola, I'll be trading stocks and shares. I'm just looking for something to trade right now. We've just saw ICAD pop up, but it's not holding. So ICAD has a catalyst with an agreement with Google. We've got Taboola moved up earlier, and a higher day currently 315. So we'll see where that takes us. Of course, Taboola has a catalyst with a contract with Yahoo. Just inked a 30-year agreement. And we've got Mike's Singing Machine. That's just insider investing. ICAD was the Google that I just mentioned. Nabriva. Nabriva's got top-line phase 1 clinical trial results that are very favourable, so that's why that popped up. Not really holding, but we'll see. Pinduoduo had good earnings this morning. Axon Therapeutics, again, clinical trials, phase 3 clinical trials on this one, as opposed to phase 1 on the on Nabriva. So these are all reasonably newsworthy catalysts, and these can all spark some volatility on the price action. Not seeing it at the moment. Well, we shall take a look. ICAD just selling right back off. Popped up to over $3. That's where it sparked my interest, and then just sold off. Which is why you've got to be the front. You want the front end of the move, but what you don't want to be doing is jumping in right away. So you're always going to miss quite a substantial part of the move. You don't want to be jumping in straight away, because the likelihood is if you jump in straight away, yeah, if you're scalping, jump in, get out as it's moving up, that's fine. But more often than not, you jump in and it pulls back. So you really want the first pullback and then the move to successive highs. Right now we didn't get that, so that's looking weak. So guys, how was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? Or have you been stuck to the TV and watching the World Cup? Did you watch the rugby? Are you an American football fan? Have you been watching? If so, who's your team? Do you follow a different sport entirely? Is sport not your bag? Have you just been sat reading a book? I don't know. Tell me, how was your weekend? TikTok and babysitting. I need to find out where you live, Ed. I need to send the child services round. Don't you know it's cruel to sit on babies? Did you get paid at least? Market's down. Well, Man United's trying to move up again. But the overall market is down. I'll put this on the 15th so we can actually look at it. It gapped down over the weekend. Not looking really favourable right now. But we'll see. I mean, it's back under 400 on the SPY. and the Nasdaq's under 285 on the Qs. Dow Jones Industrial 340, under 342 on the DIA. No, Ed. Let's get this correct. If it's your daughter, if it's your child, it's not babysitting, it's parenting. If it's someone else's child, then it's babysitting. But when it's your own child, it's called parenting. Yeah, the weather's been pretty abysmal all weekend. Very, very chilly. But you've got to love those casino nights. Stop barking in your sleep. You will yawn. You wake yourself up from barking. Is that what you've just done? You just woke yourself up from barking. Silly mutt. Yeah. A lot of companies have just been cancelling Christmas parties. Even Google cancelled the Christmas party. A friend of mine works for Google, and he was telling me, because they always have the Christmas, but it's part of one of the perks of actually working for a company as opposed to working for yourself, is having that social, at the end of the year, having that social gathering where you can just let your hair down and just be a bit of an idiot on the company's dime, you know. But a lot of companies are just saying, oh, the time that's in it, we're cutting back. Now, let's say a small company, it's making a couple of million a year. Your company party might cost you a couple of grand. It's like, really? You're cutting back on, I mean, the cost, or, you know, the actual cost in terms of productivity as well, and morale. They don't work. It's bottom line. This is what the problem with accountants running businesses is. The bottom line. They think, okay, we could save a couple of grand on not having a company Christmas party, and yet they end up losing far more than that in terms of morale and productivity and employee retention, because people are just like, well, clearly they don't value us. And they go into the office thinking, well, I don't give a monkey's chuck because, you know, I didn't know you worked for me, Alistair. Katara. Intara just popped up. Let's have a quick look. What's the catalyst? And will it sustain? So we get a lot of these movements, and these are sort of movements that you don't want to try and profit from. It's dangerous to try and do it. You have to be really quick with your keys and your entries, and get out quick as well. Intara Therapeutics granted fast track designation from the FDA for REM 001 for cutaneous metastatic breast cancer. PR Newswire. Okay, that's interesting. What's the float on this this little stock here? And a float size have we got? Oh, it's a very small float, 1.6 million. Let's see. Doesn't really seem not much in terms of short interest. Intara, I guess. Worth keeping an eye on. Yeah, happy days. And that's the thing is the plan on. Oh, the look at how many is going to turn up, or how many employees, so they budget on everybody, and a lot of them just don't want to go. Duo is actually, it's not too bad. It's had a good earnings this morning, but it looks like the largest part of the move's over. So look at this here. You've got pre-market. Well, it's 76.88. Let's put a little thing in there. That's your high of pre-market high. 76.88. That seems to be done based on the earnings, so we'll see. It's moving sideways right now. If it gets back above 76, could be interesting on the way up to 77, but it's an expensive stock just to get into a sideways range. Nice one, Don Black. Good to see that you're enjoying the college football. Say football. Handball. So I'm just waiting for something to pop up and sustain. What I'm not doing is jumping in unless it looks like it's going to sustain. If it's got a bit of momentum, great, but it needs to hold. Oh, moving up now. We can break the $0.75 level. It's this 470 where it rejected previously, 469. Oh, 470. It needs to get over 470. Let's see. Is it going to? Nice catalyst. Kintara Therapeutics. That was rubbish. I do like these FDA catalysts. They're very often moon when you've got a good FDA fast track designation, particularly when it's related to a cancer treatment, because everybody loves a cancer treatment. Everybody's been affected by in some way, shape or form. Everyone's been affected by cancer at some stage. That was a terrible fail. So break 470, ended up getting it 483. That was terrible. Look for the break of $5 here. Where it got rejected previously. 497 is where it got rejected previously. So we're looking for the break of $5. In duo 75.70s. Hey Phil, how you doing? Let's test $5. So the previous high, I'd say, is $4.97. We're looking for it to test $5. This is Kintara Therapeutics. It's got FDA Fast Track designation awarded today. So we did tap 95 on this candle. So we're looking for $5. There's $5. 5 on the ask. I'm gonna get 5 on the bid now. Blocking some of that. Don't know why my hotkey wasn't working then. Really want it to hold over $5. But first candle to break a new low, that's when you exit. And there it is. Something wrong with my hotkey. Don't know why that's not doing there. There's no volume, there's no trade. Should know that by now. I don't know why. There's hotkeys. I'm just checking my my hotkeys here. Why that wouldn't sell? I'll have to look into that later. That could be a bit. That could be a little bit of a worry. My hotkeys aren't going to work. I'll stick to the hot buttons for now. New high of day we're looking for now. So currently the high of day is 510. We're looking for 550, 520. See if we can get 10 cents on this move. Tickers. This ticker is KTRA. St. Paul. All right, okay. That's a secret. Tricks to the trade. I'm using a HP Pavilion laptop, Howie. Or Alexander Howe, or whatever your name is. It's hardly my favourite. I made 50k. I've actually lost money on it now. So I made about 40k on Grindr, so it's hardly my favourite. Favourite would still be Aeroclean, even though I don't trade it anymore because it's not moving. That's the one I've made the most money on as an individual ticker. But yeah, your best, if you're looking for what PC stroke laptop to use, get a gaming specification. So I've got a HP Pavilion gaming laptop, and that's a say, because if you're looking at gaming and the streaming capacity, the communication, so low latency, that kind of stuff, high processing power that you need for gaming, same thing for trading. So get yourself a gaming spec, and you'll be fine. Ghana 1-0 up against Korea. I say Korea, I say South Korea. Struggling with that $5 level. I'd like to see this up at 520, 530 maybe. Yeah, Alistair, I just said that. Ghana scored against South Korea. I hope you're doing better than I am, Phil, on this one. Well, this needs to retake $5 now. So we've got the whole. You can have your teeth back later, Miyako. We've got the whole dollar resistance to overcome again now, but this time I've got to do it on lower volume. That's what we're waiting for here. The bull are breaking below the VWAP right now. So Kintara, fast track designation from the FDA today. Kintara Therapeutics on a cancer treatment, and that's why there's additional interest. If you look at what the it normally, on average, over the last 3 months, there's been 60,000 shares traded daily, and we're already at 800,000, so more than 10 times relative volume, more than 10x on the relative volume. So that's something that I would highlight. The relative volume is important as opposed to the overall actual volume. Struggling up at $5 though. Needs to get above $5. We're in at 504. We want to see this back up above $5. We've got an hour to the bell, so we've got an hour's trading pre-market yet. I want to see this bounce at the VWAP, otherwise we're going to have to come out. $0.75 VWAP, all the 20 EMA, all perfect confluence there, the 9 EMA, all within a few cents of each other. $0.75, then of course you've got the 20 EMA 75 as well on the $0.75. You've got the VWAP there at 82, you've got the 9 EMA at the 86. This level should have quite a bit of support, otherwise I'm going to have to get out. Don't get a bounce here, we get out. $0.75 the cutoff. Really, probably should have got out to about 85 in hindsight. And we actually broke new lows. Cheers, Matthew. And you're absolutely right. Strategy over momentum, 100%. Oh, it's a nice little spike up. Needs to follow it. Oh, another goal for Ghana. Korea not having the best of tournaments. I tell you what, it's been interesting, this World Cup. It's not, the football hasn't been particularly entertaining, but a lot of the big boys are just not performing. Struggling, in fact. I thought Germany were going out yesterday against Spain. Still might yet. Yeah, it's my bar that's scrolling. It's just the updates of the markets there, Paul. Right, you're still alive. You're still in with a chance. Yeah, you're wounded at the minute, but you need to pull it out. And it's not an easy game on your last game either. You need to pull it out next week or this week. Everybody's always in with a chance as long as they're still in the competition. Right. What's going on there? What happened? I don't like that. Something's wrong with my hotkeys. No hotkeys. I'm gonna have to going on with my hotkeys. That should work. That should be fine. Don't know why that's not working. That's just cost me about 700 quid, that. I'll try again later. That's annoying. That really is annoying. I can't not moving up. Caught on the scanners. I'm a bit annoyed at that. It had to be the flaming exit hotkey, the sell hotkey as well. So I like this one, but like some therapeutics, it's got a nice history of some big moves. Traded this earlier in the year quite well. What else is moving? Nothing really. Might get that come back to us on the bell. We've got nearly an hour yet. It's going slow today. What are you guys watching? Let's have a look at the wider market, shall we? What are you guys watching today? Is there a particular ticker that's of interest to you? Whilst it gapped down, the overall market's just ranging sideways at the moment, so there's not a lot to be getting excited about, just ranging sideways between kind of about $1 on the SPY on the range. You watching gold, Sam? Yeah, I'm watching. I've got a couple on the watch list, of which Tabula's one of those. It's a reasonable catalyst, but it needs to hold above the VWAP. I want to see Tabula back above $3. As you know, $3 is kind of my floor. I will go as low as $2 if there's nothing else, or if I see particular good momentum. But $3 is really my floor. So I want to see Tabula back above $3 and moving parabolic, ideally. Kintara, excuse me. I like the catalyst, but as we've seen, the market can be completely irrational, and just because you think it's a great catalyst does not necessarily the market will sustain. That's what's been missing from the last couple of months, is when we've had a good move, it's not sustained. So we've not had the continuation. Even the big moves we saw, grind a couple of weeks ago moved up huge amounts, like nearly 400% intraday on the IPO day, but never sustained across multiple days. It just sold off after that. Yeah, Tabula over $3 looks interesting to me. Singing Machine back over $7 could be interesting. Probably $7.50 is really more relevant, I would say. But nice pre-market high up here of $7.79. That's $7.78, sorry. Then we've got ICAD with its this is just looking very weak, so it needs to be over $3. Yeah. And the breather, the volume just died out after its initial pop, really. So the successive lower highs, it's looking a little bit weaker. Maximum. Has any stock made me keep it overnight? When I started, yes, but I got burnt. So, and that's why I will. If I'm swinging a trade, I'll keep it overnight. But I won't. And I say this to everybody: don't turn your day trades into a swing trade. Do not change your plan to accommodate the trade. If it's a day trade, trade it intraday. Even if that means just holding it to the close, or holding it into the close and trading it after hours and then getting out with just. If it's a day trade, keep it as a day trade. A swing trade, there's no problem taking a swing trade and closing it intraday if you've hit your profit levels. If you got a swing trade that you're planning on holding overnight, but you reach your target early, then fine, make it a day trade. That's okay, but don't do it the other way around. Manu, let's have a look at Manu, shall we? It's not looking great. It's just sideways ranging, but it's very small range. I mean, we're talking less than 0.5% ATR. So at $1.18 a share, low volume, small range. The question there is, what are you hoping to get out of it? It's been selling off for weeks. I mean, this was about a $5 stock not too long ago. This has been selling off for weeks, and it's just looking extremely tired right now. It's just doing nothing, barcoding almost. So from an intraday trade point of view, I wouldn't trade it. There's no trade there, no reliable trade there for me. But that's just my thoughts. So you asked me for my thoughts. It's not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Just a fat bloke on the internet. That guy on the internet with an opinion. Okay, so Kintara trying to get back above the VWAP. Yeah, but if a CEO's not buying shares in his own company, you've got to ask questions. I mean, that's one of the things that Elon said about the Twitter before he acquired it, is hang on a minute, why is the CEO not a big shareholder in the company? If you're not a big shareholder in your own company, are you really invested in your own company? So merch, it isn't going. Actually, I need to find out where my merch is, funnily enough. Let's have a quick look. Still waiting on my tracking details. Send here. Still in France. That's crap. I'll chase that up. Well, yeah, I'd hope you would. I'd hope you would. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at now. So I don't mind the pop above now. I want it to test it as support and then make new highs. That's the whole point now. Is 480 is really what will. 495, 490, 495. It tested to support there, so let's see if we can't break $5 here. Shopify moving up. Axon Therapeutics trying to get over it's at 67.20s. We've got a big increase in volume here as well, which is why I got in. Tested the VWAP as support. I start to move, but why am I not getting my indicators of where my entry and exits were? I'll have to have a look at that as well. I updated the software last week, and I've obviously lost a few things on the configuration. Yeah, I did use VWAP as support because it broke VWAP, came back down to the VWAP, and I was looking for it to bounce before I got in. Once it bounced, that's when I got in. So Now it's come back to the VWAP, and that's what I'm using as support. Absolutely. No, it comes direct, Alistair. Comes direct. It comes direct from the printer, not from myself. That's the whole point. That's why it's a little bit more expensive. I'm not buying stock and then having it sit there and nobody buy it. I'd just rather bespoke and just in time manufacturing. So looking for a new high on the 5 minute, which is 95. You can be quiet too. We've not had 3,000 likes on TikTok yet. Okay, let's see what transpires here, shall we? Volume died out right after I got in, which is just typical. Need a bit more volume. Kintara is the top momentum stock at the moment, right now. nearly 32% up on the day. Taboola news. Yes, it's moving up with a new contract that was announced. Taboola entered a 30-year agreement with, or signed a 30-year agreement with Yahoo. So that's what why it's moving up. What time are we on? We've got 35 minutes. Plus change. What about? The volume's been low all month, Alistair. November's not been a great volume month. Yeah, well, that's why I'm not trading it there. Helbiz and Mullen are two companies, like you say, similar kind of fundamentals there in terms of the float size and pricing, and yeah, not the best. Well, for me, you make up your own mind, but I just won't trade stocks like that. I just don't see the opportunity with those stocks. If you're trying to get a couple of $100 off a stock that's like 40 cents, you have to take big shares. And if you're taking big shares, you're always exposed. It's increased risk. So I've got a 30-cent risk on this because I'm stop at the previous swing low. I want to see if this breaks breaks the $5. It is Cyber Monday though, Alistair. I would caveat that that is the case, and the sales this Thanksgiving weekend normally. Okay. Normally the sales this Thanksgiving weekend are have been lower than normal. So online sales in particular, lower than normal. So whether that's going to impact the overall market, I don't know. But we'll see. Cyber Monday. We've got 3 trading days left of the month. Today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Okay, so now we just broke a new swing high. That's now we're looking at $5. Need to break $5 here. Shopify moved up to it's trying to hold over 39. We'll put the $0.25, 39.20, 39.28 at the minute. That's Shopify that I'm talking about there. Intara trying to, it's just ranging across the VWAP at the minute, so it's trying to get somewhere. Hintara right now. Oh, Taboola, sorry. Taboola, it's up above the VWAP. I wouldn't say it's overly extended right now. It's trying to bounce on the VWAP, so it's at 290. The VWAP's around 280. That's 281. So I wouldn't say it's too extended. It has moved up, but it's pulled back quite a bit. So whether this pops at the open, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's going to. I wouldn't expect it to flush. But it is. It's not exactly a huge float. It's not a small float, if I remember rightly. But let's have a quick look. Taboola, yeah, it's actually it's not a tiny float, so it's unlikely to flush. It's 174 million in the float. It's unlikely to flush at the open. But sell off, who knows? Like I say, the market can be fickle. What I want is Kantara to go parabolic at the open. That'd be nice. Got a little over 30 minutes to the bell, so we've got a little over half an hour to trade before the market opens. Pre-market trading. We're currently trading pre-market, which is out of our sessions. There are no. When you're trading pre-market, it's lower volume, lower liquidity. There are no safety nets in terms of volatility halts or swings. If you get caught in some kind of algorithmic flush or sell-off, it's just going to sell off. There's no stopping it, hoping that giving you time to get out. And if you're trading limit orders, well, you have to trade limit orders. So there's no market orders. So that's another problem that you will have, is if something starts to move quickly, and you're trying to get out with limit orders and get out on the bid or on the ask, market orders, it could blow right past you, which is why trading in the out of hour session with the pre-market or post-market is risky. I mean, trading in general is risky. Most people lose money, but trading in the out of hour sessions is particularly risky for those reasons. We're just at the moment, we're trading in this range between there's a 50 cent range. 460 is the swing low. 510 is the high of day, and we're just ranging sideways on the VWAP. So Shopify didn't hold. It popped up and it's pulling back again. Axum is held the VWAP, it's bouncing on the VWAP, those 6660s. Pulled back to the VWAP, bouncing on that right now. Taboola pretty much did the same thing, pulled back all the way to the VWAP, bounced, and then consolidated around the VWAP, and it's up at 291s. As I'm saying, it needs to be over $3 for it to be of interest to me. The breather underneath the VWAP, so that's probably not, it needs to be over 250. At the moment, Taboola is the top mover, top momentum stock right now. They say it's moving up 292. It needs to be over $3 for me, but if you want to get in there early, that's your choice. Make your own decisions. You see here, it pulled all the way down to the VWAP, consolidated on the VWAP, and then moved back up. So, where's my stop loss on this one? 460, Dunkers. Like I say, we're trading in this range here. That was the previous swing low was 460, so that's what I'm using right now. I'm effectively risking. Yeah, I did. Commented on the rugby. Commentated on the. How is the VWAP determined? It's an algorithmic indicator that weights the volume in a particular candle. So if a particular candle is based on the closing price of the candles, but if a particular candle has more volume than another, then that price gets heavier weighting. So it's based on the average pricing per share sold, as opposed to the average price of where the candles are finished. So that's how the VWAP works. It's a really powerful intraday trend indicator. It's a really powerful indicator from that point of view. It's whereas it doesn't matter about the volume. It doesn't matter about other like moving averages. They just take the price, the closing price of a particular candle. So it depends on what time frame you're looking at. With the VWAP, it's how many shares were traded within that time frame that's relevant. So if you get a volume spike, you'll find that the price action on it. If you get a volume spike within the price action, it will impact the VWAP more than it will impact the other moving averages. But all the moving averages right now, so I'll say all the moving averages. We've got the VWAP at just over 80 cents. We've got the 9 EMA at 79 cents. We've got the 20 EMA at 78 cents. Well, 79 cents, just under. So we've got a lot of confluence around that 480 level. I'm not seeing any big seller walls anywhere. There's no big seller walls anywhere on the level 2. So it's just price action and sentiment. Not even at $5. A couple of buyers at 72, but we'll see. Hey Imran, how are you? Tabula's moving up, testing $3. Up at 290s right now, 294. Could be interesting. The thing is, though, you see a lot of the same tickers time and time again. Morning, Thomas. Yeah, it's not too bad in Ireland. Dublin, we've got the fluffy clouds. It's just cold. Got fire on at the moment to try and keep me warm. It's just freezing at the moment. So I don't mind this kind of consolidating along the VWAP. That's not a bad sign, if you will. But it's just not showing huge strength. So I'll be out at 460. I'll be out sooner if there's something else comes along. Axum Therapeutics. It's looking reasonably good. Testing 68 now. Five days, 69.20. Well, it is that time of year, Don. A lot of people catching colds and stuff. My parents are obviously quite elderly now, and they just had an additional COVID booster, and it really made my father. It made him really sick. And they've just got over another dose of COVID as well, so they've had it. Oh no, that was the first dose. Both of them, and they're fully vaccinated, boosted, and everything else. And I'm beginning to. The more I'm watching it, the more I'm kind of about to put my tinfoil hat on and say, look, it's just not worth the. It's just not working. When you've got smallpox vaccines, you don't hear about people catching smallpox anymore. My question is, do they actually work? But I'm not going to get into that because that could get me thrown off the platform. Pwardy, low volume again, but Pwardy's making a bit of an appearance. So we're in Kintara. Looks like Ghana are going to win this. Oh, there's plenty of time left. It's only 49 minutes, so there's most of the second half still left, yeah? So Korea need to turn it around. So Tabula got rejected at $3, back down at $2.90 now. Needs to hold above the VWAP, ideally. 275 level. Well, it will be, because it's a free-for-all there on Twitter right now. So Twitter's hilarious. You just got to realize that majority of what you see on Twitter is complete nonsense. It's just where the psychos go to vent, basically, where the Looney Tunes go to gather. The best thing you can do on Twitter is just join in the party, knowing full well, and do it with tongue in cheek, knowing full well that people are going to get triggered. I don't know what it is about Twitter that people get so triggered on it, you know, and then they have to respond. Like, if something that somebody said offended, just move on. But they don't. They have to respond on Twitter. It's an entertainment platform. What's the market summary for today and this week? Well, we've got 3 more days of November, so the summary for me is 15k profit is the target for this 3 days. 25k for the week, ideally, but 15k for this 3 days for November. Then we can reassess and look at what we need before in the first 3 weeks of or the remaining 2 and a bit weeks of December. So yeah, let's have a quick look at December. Yeah, 2 weeks, two full weeks of trading in December. Not sure if we'll be trading on the 19th and 20th. We'll see. Probably will, but we'll see. I need someone to look after my dog yet. So, anybody want to look after a fat chow for a couple of weeks at the end of December? So, Taboola trying to going up to test $3 again. 296, testing 296. I'm switching between Taboola and Kantara. So Taboola, I said $3 is where it needs to be. The last swing high was rejected 298, but $3 is you got to understand is resistance and support are not specific to the point. They're actually just areas, not specific points. So I'm at the bottom of this range, which I've drawn there. That's my exit. If it pulls back below that 460, I'm gone. Take a sip. How much money I have on my account to trade? Well, I'm starting today with just under 200k in this account. And I get leverage on that 200k as well. So, I mean, the market value on this trade, so I'm in it just under 5. So it's about 23, just over 23,000, like 24,000 is about what, maybe just over 24,000. Yeah, 24,000's worth of equity in this particular, well, not equity, but buying power in this trade. Just hope my hotkeys, I'm going to test my hotkeys in a minute when this breaks. Normally I would start each month with 30,000 in my account, if that's what you're asking. How much does it take to trade? I wouldn't recommend, I'm not going to say I wouldn't trade because I did it in August. I wouldn't recommend anyone day trading less than $5,000. starting position in your account, and you've got leverage with that as well. But you're not going to be getting 5,000 daily returns with a $5,000 account. It's all relative. So you want to be looking at say 1% of your daily buying power. If you can get 1% of your daily buying power in profits on a daily basis, then you're in a good position. So if you've got a $5,000 account and you've got let's say a 5-to-1 leverage, whichever broker you're with, that'll give you $25,000 of buying power. So you want to be looking at 1% of that. So it's effectively, you're looking at gains on a $5,000 account. You want to be looking at $250 a day. Do I know which platform is the best to avoid the PDT rule? It's not the platform, it's the broker. So you could trade the same platform. So you could trade Dash Trader, which is what I'm trading. It's the platform. You could trade that with capital markets, no PDT rule. But you can trade Dash Trader with interactive brokers, PDT rule. So it's not the platform, it's the broker. Now, there are a number of brokers. Basically, what you want to be looking at is an offshore broker that, depending on where you are, realistically speaking, because if you're in Europe, the PDT rule does not apply to you unless you're trading with a broker that is regulated in the US. The likes of interactive brokers in the UK is from the US and Germany for that matter. But if you're in Ireland and you're in interactive brokers, or if you're in the Netherlands or Spain with interactive brokers, then there's no PDT rule. It's just strange. So it depends on your broker. A lot of the brokers are different. And again, some brokers whilst they don't employ a PDT rule, they do specify a minimum balance. So Speed Trader is an offshore broker, for example, and you can trade with Speed Trader, but you'll need 25k in your account. That's the minimum deposit they look for. Now, if you fall below 25k, they're not going to stop you trading, but they look for a minimum deposit of 25k. Lightspeed PDT rule. Well, Thinkorswim is US, and you need Thinkorswim is the proprietary platform with TD Ameritrade. So the broker is TD Ameritrade, the platform Thinkorswim. So TD Ameritrade is regulated in the US. It's governed. You'll have to abide by the PDT rule. Now, there are a number of different ways of getting past the PDT rule, but you're not going to be able to trade on Thinkorswim in the US without adhering to the PDT rule. No, see, what you've got to get your head around Ghetto Sleeping is that if there's an increase in selling, there's also an increase in buying, and if there's an increase in buying, there's also an increase in selling. So an increase in transactions is the increase in volume, okay, but it doesn't necessarily impact the price direction. So wherever you are on the market, it's a zero-sum market. So for every buyer, there's got to be a seller. Otherwise, who are they buying it off? And for every buyer, there's got to be a seller. Otherwise, who are they selling it to? Yeah, I saw that. It's up at 3.5, so it went up to 3.10 and pulled back. It's at 3.05, 3.06 now. I'm just watching Kintara because it's right at the bottom of my range, and I'll be exiting, and I'm just waiting for the opportunity to try out my hotkeys to see whether I fixed it or not. Because my sell hotkey didn't work earlier, and it cost me about $700, which is a bit of a pain in the hole. That was this area here. It cost me $700 on this red move down. Why Kintara? Because I got in this trade. It's got a good catalyst. It's got FDA fast track approval with a cancer treatment. Oh, Korea just scored. There you go, they're back in it. Game on. So that's why I got into Kintara as it moved up, broke highs. It moved up, broke the VWAP. I waited for it to pull back to the VWAP, test the support and move up again. And that's when I got in. And it then pulled back, and we've not broke the highs. We've not reached the levels that I wanted to. I did get profitable, but it didn't reach my target level. So I'm still holding. This is likely to break below. It bounced at this level previously. So if it doesn't bounce, I'm going to be getting... If it breaks below 460, I'm just going to cut my position. And if it bounces, great. If it doesn't, so we're now back up at 310 on Taboola. So Taboola is now looking interesting. If it holds $3, it'll be interesting at the bell, which funnily enough is only 8 minutes away. And this is looking quite weak. A few years now, take a sip. Been profitable largely consistently. I would say I've been consistently profitable for, I would say, the last 2 years, maybe. It's a little over. And it does take a while. So people, you see people on the old interweb joining in, saying I'm learning how to day trade, watch me as I on my journey, and they lose money and they get frustrated, and you're like, what did you expect? You've not even studied, you've not even learned how to trade, and you think, okay, buy low, sell high, how difficult could it be? Well, any job that's a well-paid career, which day trading can be, if you're doing it right. Any job that's a well-paid career, you need to study for it. You don't become a lawyer overnight. You've got to study for what, 6 years? A doctor, longer. A teacher. You have to. If you're in the US, you can be a police officer after 6 weeks. But I mean, that's the only place in the world where the training is less than 2 months. But that's besides the point. That's a completely different subject. But if you want a good career, a well-paid career without any qualifications, then yes, day trading, you can do that, but you still need to study. You still need to learn, and you still need to put the time in and the effort in, and you need to practice and build up your skills. It's like anything. If you're a bricklayer, you don't have to have any qualifications to be a bricklayer, but you do need time served. You do need lots and lots of practice. Well, it's just ranging sideways at the moment, Imran. The S&P 500 is very sideways. It's gapped down, but it's very sideways at the moment. Very choppy along the VWAP. So just over 5 minutes to the bell. Taboola breaking highs nearly. I'll show you this Taboola now. Taboola breaking highs, just broke the high session, so I'm just going to move that up. 317 is now the pre-market high. That's the level that you want to be looking at after the open. Well, yeah, I think that's really the level that you're looking at right now, because I got in here as it broke the VWAP, came down, I looked for a VWAP bounce, it didn't. So we have resistance there at 496. So it's a $5. $5 resistance is that area. So if it gets up to $5, that could be an entry. Not financial advice, of course, if it gets up to $5, but watch for the pre-market high. So I would now be watching this at the bell and waiting for it to break 510. The fact that I'm in it already is the only reason I'm trading this down at 460. But if I was watching this at the bell, I'd be looking at 510. Break of pre-market highs is a bullish sign. The Bula building, we create a little flag there. Now you've got to recognize, if I'm holding this into the, I might not hold this into the open. If you hold this into the open, you've got to recognize also that you're going to get a little bit of spike volatility at the open. Both ways. Oh, 2-2. Korea, Ghana, 2-2. Alright, well, enjoy Dubai. Nip across the border and we'll watch the England game on tomorrow. Pinduo just below, we just broke the VWAP, it's below the VWAP now. Axum Pharma is over $70, broke $70, it's $70.20. So there's action to be had. Yeah, I'm not sure about the China and it could impact certain companies, because certain companies that have well, I'm not from Wales, Imran, so that should give you an indication. And Wales are as good as that. Wales have to beat England by 4 goals or more and hope other results go their way to qualify. We had 2 minutes to the bell. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to the bell. Back up at 470s. Bit of a range on this now. Spreads are getting interesting. Got an 8-cent spread then for a second. So 90 seconds to the open. Ghana back in front. It's an interesting game. 3-2 to Ghana. Well, the question is, can you short it? You know, I've not even looked if it's shortable or not, because you need it needs to be easy to borrow. Otherwise, then you've got to pay locate fees, and if you then pay locate fees, you pay those locate fees regardless of whether you short it or not. But I prefer not to short something like this. I prefer to go long on something like this. When it's got a strong catalyst, a positive catalyst, shorting it's not really a good idea. Apple looking interesting, yeah, Imran. Shopify popped up. Okay. Let's see what way it goes. Opening range, Taboola, spiked up, pulled back. Now I would have got out at 460, but this is the opening. So I'm just going to give it to the $0.50. I do say don't adjust your trade plan to accommodate the trade, but I did expect a little bit of volatility at the open. This is a decent catalyst, so I want to see this move up. Maybe break $5 and go, ideally go parabolic, and I can scale into it. But we'll see. Now we've got an opening range. candle, first opening range candle. On the 5 minute, we've got a low of 55. Well, I can get out if it breaks 55 now. Trying to break the VWAP. I'll just change the scanners over for the regular session. Yeah, I can, but in order to do that, I've got to take my eye off the action and start doing stuff. There's no S on my montage right now, by the way, so that's why I'm thinking, is it shortable or not? So 55 is my low. Just put a stop at 55. I can look at other things now. Got my 55. Stop at 55. If it pulls back, it gets me out, and I will look for something else to trade. So that's Pinduoduo is moving up nicely. Looking for 76 on Pinduoduo. I'm looking for 50 cents on this. Good earnings this morning, by the way. Pinduoduo, very good earnings. It smashed expectations. Got stopped out on in Kintara. This ain't going my way either. Get me out. Partial fill on the bloody... Not coming back up. Cancel that. Tried to exit with a limit order, got a partial fill. Sometimes that can happen, so you got to be careful with that. Is that it goes without you. You set your order to sell, and it goes without you. So I'm just looking if it's going to bounce or not. $74. Might have saved me some money. I got 300 out of the 2,500 sold. Just kind of strange, because Pinduoduo is usually quite a good, quite a liquid stock. You usually can get filled straight away. Hey, Alfred. I only got a partial fill there, Alistair. It wasn't a stop, it was a limit order, by the way. Am I using Benzinga? Yes, I'm using Benzinga. And Taboola, no, it's not creating a bull flag, no. It's actually, it's pulling back. This can get over 74.50. I'm going to add to the position. I'm going to average down because I think this is going to move back up again. Each to their own, super chip. They're over 75. Just remember that you're taking the volatility as well. I mean, this is a 72.5 cent ATR. You've got to take that into account as well. How much is it going to move? We got up to 75.20 just briefly. Still ideally want 76 on this, but we'll see. I think there's quite a few looking bullish right now. The larger cap stocks, the S&P 500 just launched out of the gates. And a few of the larger caps will follow suit if that's the case. Is it struggling up at 75.20? 75, struggling at the $0.25. What's that? Yeah, 28. No idea what you're talking about there, Apple Scab. Very choppy, guys, across the market. I'm just looking at everything that I've got on the watch list. It's very choppy. Very choppy sideways. Axiom's looking brilliant, by the way. We'll pick the wrong stock to trade. Axiom's looking fantastic. But let's go back to PDD, Pinduoduo. Axiom's up at testing $73 now. That should have been the one I was trading. But hey, look, 4 more. Quite a way to the pre-market highs here. I've got a nice opening range that was not broke either side of though. Needs to move up. Decide which way it's going. Shopify back above the VWAP, and it launched out of the gates back above the VWAP. It's kind of looks like it's following the S&P500 by the looks of it. Yeah, very similar. Over 75, it could be at the races. Right. I would tap 75 there. 75.13, which is rejected. Getting lower swing highs and higher swing lows. So it's that narrowing pennant. Here we go. High on this candle is 75.30. Get green on this trade. Blocking a little bit more. Patience. I want to see if it breaks the opening range high. Current high of session is 75.68. That's what I'm looking for here. If it breaks that, we could be bullish. We'll scale back in. What's my stop? There we go. We're moving up. We just broke new highs. New high of day. I want to try scaling in. Nobody likes a shooting star when they're going long. Bearish candle. But it is also a pullback. So if we then, the high of this candle is 75.90. If we break 76, it's, no, we'll just get out. We would just get out. $1,200. I don't know why I'm not getting filled. All right, let's have a look at something else. DBGI seems to be moving up well. Orchid once. Bula trying to hold $3. Shopify retesting 40. Axiom Therapeutics looking very strong. Over $74 could be of interest. What's the spreads on this? 20 cents. Spreads. $1.30 on the ATR. So 20-cent spreads more than covered. Come on, why am I not getting filled? Well, it saved me some money, did that? Once again, I've not got filled. Filled then. And I set limit orders, their super chip, and if it doesn't hit my limit order, if I don't get filled, then it can go without me. So that's the thing with limit orders. Sometimes you and the limits if I'm trying to buy on the bid or sell on the ask, with a bit of room, I'm trying to add a little bit of liquidity to the market, get some ECN rebates and that kind of stuff, get better pricing. But when it's got a big range, like this one, which is currently like 40 cents, it's got a big range. You just got to be careful. On this over 75. Oh. I'm in at 73.69. 76 will do me. Right now, the spreads are over $1, so just be careful if you're trading this. So the spreads are like $1.30. We're caught very close to the spreads at the moment. The ask is over $74. Oh no, it's not $1.30. It's about 40 cents. We're caught between the spreads right now. Look, it happens. You can't. I mean, Kintari might come back yet. If it gets over 475 and retests $5, it could be interesting. There's no guarantees in the price action. That's the thing. The market, you get a catalyst. It's moving up nicely. Then you get in and it stops and it pulls back. And you've got to do that. You've got to, you've got to trade your plan and look for the price action. You look for the patterns, which is fine, but sometimes it's not always going to go your way. It's just part of trading. You're going to have trades that don't go your way, regardless of whether it's a good catalyst, whether you believe in it or not, J-Spec. Just accept it. You're going to be wrong sometimes. So this looks like I'm unrealized $900. I'm $900 down, but actually the ask is higher than what I bought in at. So it's the price has moved up. It's just the spreads have widened. That's all. Like I say, I'm looking for this to break above 75, ideally 76. Yeah, it failed at $5 pre-market, but there's no guarantees that it won't get it second time around. It's testing the VWAP right now as I speak. So 470, just breaking the VWAP right now. So sometimes you get a dip, what's known as a dip and rip. Good catalyst. It works up pre-market, comes back, and then it dips at the open, and then rips and goes on, and it could go parabolic yet. So that's something that is more than possible. We're still looking for 75 here. 74.90 on the ask. We're looking for the break of $75 on the bid. 74.80 on the bid. Okay, pulling back a little bit. There we go. Two orders, one to buy, one to sell, and neither of them are getting done. Let's see which one wins. Buy order didn't, but the buy order lost. I'll look for a pullback here. Made 3,800 on it, so almost green on the day. There we go. We got filled. Finally. I actually thought this was a lot more liquid than it actually is. $75 is a big psychological level. Needs to hold it. So as we move up, take some off. Just going to put a 30-cent stop in place there, trailing stop. I probably will get stopped out on this one. I think it's a bit tight, but it's the first. It's the biggest trailing stop I've got on the on my hotkeys. But I'm two grand up. So I was 5 grand down. Now I'm 2 grand up. So that's not bad going. But we 25 minutes in, 2.25 grand. Better than a kick in the pants. Pinduoduo looking good. Intara got rejected at the VWAP. 475 level, $0.75 level. Axum Therapeutics is looking very nice, very strong. This is phase 3 Alzheimer's disease agitation. It's primary. We reached its primary endpoint in the phase 3 trial. This is why it's moving up. So very, very strong looking chart right now. Waiting for a pullback for another entry. So that's what we're getting right now. I do look at the ATR. Yeah, I saw DBGI halted. DBGI is currently what, 20 odd percent up on the day. Tell you what, I'm going to take a quick bio break. You mind the charts for me? Don't do any trading without me. So Insight Bioscience is moving up as well. Low volume though. I'll see us break 76 again. Pinduoduo was having a very good day now that I got out. Made 1200 on Pinduoduo, but yeah, it's looking strong now. So PDD, it's Pinduoduo looking very strong. Spreads are 10 cents. It moves up. Still got a way before it hits the pre-market highs, 76.88, the pre-market high. But if it gets up there, could be interesting. Kintara. So this did make a move, then bounced it. We got rejected at the $0.75 level here. Now it's back at the session low, 440. So this is what set us back. Just holding on to that, giving that a little bit too much room. But it's you've got to you know, take the rough with the smooth. It wasn't one particular trade that did it. It was a succession of trades that went against me on this one. So a succession of entries that went against me on Kintara. About 4 different entries and a malfunction of my hotkeys. So let's have a look at we're breaking new highs here. 50-cent spreads. I wanted to get... No, never mind. Okay. $77. Incoming. Nice one, Alistair. Glad to hear it, buddy. You had a bit of a tough time last week, and it happens. Looking for $77 here. There we go. There we go, put a 40-cent trailing stop in place there now. Let's see how that does for me. 2,500 shares. I think this could take me over goal. Yes, it does. There's me done for the day. 5,788 in profit. Nice, nice, nice. Took a while. Are we done? That's the question. Well, those are the two that's got me green as well there, Alistair. Jelly beans it is. Now what I'll do is I'm going to scale back a little bit. Re-enter for new high. Current high of day is 78.50. It's the $0.50, so break that. I'll put 1,000 shares in. Wait for the pullback, I think. Just putting 1,000 shares in right now. That's called practice, Super Chip. If we can get up to $79, I can scale in. We want looking for $80 here. I got it in at 78.76, added to my position. We're up at the same prices now. So I'm just gonna, there we go. Got quick fill that time for a change. Gonna move up. Break of 78, 79. I'll test $80 here. Big movement on this. Going back a little bit too far. That's good, Phil. Right, okay, I'm just going to hold this. Should have waited for this pullback. We'll be okay. Just a bit of consolidation. $1.21 is still the well, it's over $1 on the ATR still. Still got a lot of bullish signals. Need to see this back up at 78. Test 70, test the highs. It's quite extended. I don't want it to get caught in a downwards flush here. 78. Testing 78. Back up to 79 would be nice. 77.88 on the ask. Pulling back a little bit too much. 76 is my out. Which is a little over 2x the ATR. Where are we on the time for this candle to close? I'm trading a little bit too big here, I think. I can feel my heart racing. We're at 95, 77.95 on the ask. I need it to, first candle makes a new high here. Should be able to see another move back up. Nice little flag. Above 78 and we'll move back up. We're getting support at 77. We broke 77 now. Nice bullish hammer. Should have waited for this pullback. So I get in at the highs. What did I get in at? 78.50, so not quite the highs. Stop at 76. I need it to bounce on the 20 EMA or I'll get stopped out at 76. Well, that was a good, it was a good trade up until that last part. Giving it time, giving it room to move back up, but I'm ready to get stopped out at 76. Most annoying. This is shortable. Yeah, gonna get stopped out here. 76.12. There we go. Stopped out. Well, from 5,000 up, I should have just quit while I was ahead. So if there's a lesson to be learned here, guys, it's get green, stay green, get over goal, get out. Okay? Get green, stay green, get over goal, get out. I did none of those. I got green, didn't stay green. I got over goal, and I went in for more. So greed can be the absolute worst enemy of any trader. That's not to say that we're done. We're looking for a move back up. This is only it's a pullback. It could still move back up. But looking at everything else, the Bula sold off. This one back over 77. Ibis candle. Yeah, 77. I'm interested. Kintara is just ranging sideways. Hindu duos consolidating sideways around 76 now. That popped up and pulled back very quick. That's volatile as hell, that one. Let's go back to this. So it looks like we're seeing a little bit of a pullback all the way to $75. Yeah, it was my own fault. I got greedy, and I've got to accept that fact. So, you know, 15k swing to the downside. I had ample time to cut it, but I got greedy, and greed is one of the emotions you've got to control when you're day trading. Well, let's see. Can we make it back? That's the question. I want to see over $76. 76.25. What did I get stopped out at? Ah, slippage as well. Okay. It's a good catalyst though. Nothing to say it won't move back up. DBGI, let's have a look at DBGI. Come back to that in a minute. There's volatility in the markets today, guys. Some good volatility. The BGI is looking nice, actually. Over $8. This could be good. Yeah, so DBGI looking very strong. Shopify didn't do anything. DBGI looking very good. That's the level it's got across. We get a nice double bottom here. Re-entry at 76 for the move back up towards 80. Will be worth a punt. Shopify breaking lows. Oh, Kintara just moving. It's just getting rejected at the VWAP each time. So this Kintara, it's just every time it's just getting rejected at the VWAP at the moment. So it needs to break and hold above the VWAP. That's what it's not been able to do yet. It's not had a single candle form and any price action above the VWAP yet. That's what it needs. Boola's probably done for the day. Duo pulling back a bit now. Might be worth shorting. Not financial advice. Well, the volume's dying off a little bit here, so which is what I'm watching as well. Which is I don't mind. So the volume, if I look at this, the last big candle was a green candle up here. All this sell-off was on low volume, with this one exception here, and that's still lower than these big green candles. So people taking profits. A bounce on the VWAP, we could be back in business. Let's have a look at EBGI. Tap that resistance line. Needs to get above it now. Five days, 8.45. Spread's about 6 cents, 5-6 cents. So there you go. Who says technical analysis doesn't work? Descending resistance line, which is rejected at. Still like this for a retest 840. Key level now. .74 is proving a little bit difficult for Axum. I'll give her a feed in a minute. I'll feed her a chew in a second. I'm going to be taking her out in a minute anyway. So let's see where we get with this. BBGI testing that 840 level. Really needs to break above it. Shopify selling off hard. Oiling under 840. This could go somewhere if it breaks 840. Yeah, we've got two EMAs, the VWAP, the whole dollar. Doesn't mean anything though. Just means you've a chance of other traders trading those levels. Oh, between the whole dollar's caught between the spreads right now, which are currently but 6 cents, 3 cents. We're going to bounce on the VWAP here and then retest that 840 level. Come back up. BBGI is looking kind of strong, but with this pretty much a flat top on the 5-minute flat top, ascending wedge into a flat top. Usually very bullish pattern. It's been pretty much respecting the 20 for a while as well. When it reached its highs, it pulled all the way back to the 20, and it went up into the highs again. So it reached its highs here, all the way back to the 20, up again, all the way back to the 20, up, and it's back to the 20. So looks like the 20 EMA's got a bit of power on this one at the moment. Let's see. Well, between the spreads. See it break 840 right now. There we go. Went without me. Partial fill. I'll wait for it. Cancel that. Break 90. Break $9 here could be worthwhile. Got a 20% trailing stop for the 4,600 shares I've got in there. I'm gonna add more in a second. Break 920. I'm just gonna add some more. Oh, we got stopped out there. I'll make 5,000 on that. So we're back under 10k in the and that's what can happen. Yeah, it was kind of coiling there. The 5-minute laptop was obvious. Super chip. But now we've got to be in 5k up and walking away with 8.5k down still. Better than 15k down though, so let's see what we can do. I'm still looking at Axum there, DBGI. Kind of looking at anything else, nothing really sparking my interest. High of this candle, $8.95, $9. That's not what I wanted. I'm not so much waiting for the pullback to the line. I'm waiting for they've got the pullback here, but we might not pull back to the line. If we break $9 and hold, it didn't hold. So now we've got $9 is the key level there. So it's 909, 910. So $9 is the key level now. And it might pull back to the what was the resistance line there, but 840, 850. $75.40 key level. A bit of a double bottom type scenario there. DBGI pulling all the way back to 860. DBGI here pulled all the way back to 860. Now we might actually get some more action on DBGI, but Axum looking quite good. If it breaks this this level, it could get a nice move up. Rejected here before. So looking at $0.50 as a key level here. What's the spreads right now? 20 cents, 30 cents. DBGI still pulling back. Well, we're going on. We're a little bit over time on the stream. We should have been finished 3 minutes ago, but we'll carry on. Can I get filled? Yes. Took me a while to get filled there. It's a lack of liquidity. The volume's drying up, so that lack of liquidity might prevent this from popping back up again. Looking at the break of that 75.40, 75.50, 76. We're back in business. The ATR's narrowed. It's now 71 cents as opposed to $1.30. So there's still volatility. Still quite a bit of volatility on this. I do short from time to time, but I'm primarily long biased there, Raxo. It's less expensive to be long biased than it is to be short. You don't have the locate fees, you don't have borrow costs, etc., etc. And then, of course, you don't have the issue. I mean, I could short Axum, but you don't have the issue of like short sale restriction and whether there are shares to your broker, whether there are shares to borrow or not. So it's easier to go long. Shorting can be equally, if not more, profitable because fear is a stronger emotion than greed. Both relatively strong emotions, but fear is a stronger emotion than greed. There we go. It's taking its time. I'm looking at it on the 5 minute. It's consolidating here. So what you guys on TikTok can see is just the 1 minute chart. I'm looking at 2 minutes. I'm looking at 5 minutes. I'm looking at, I mean, with Axum Pharmaceutical, we're essentially blue skies if we can get back up to these highs. Yeah, the the larger caps are easier to short for sure. And the range on this is fantastic. It's, like I said, 70 cents on the average true range here. Spreads right now like 40 cents. Pulling back and pulling back. If it breaks the VWAP, I'm out. We did have previous support here. 73.40 ish. The daily, it's annual highs right now. So the last resistance that I can see back in August would have been about $72. We've got a high back in August of 71.98, so well above that. Got this range now between kind of 75.40, which it's tapped a couple of times. We've got the support at 73.40, so it's a $2 range right here. Needs to get out of, ideally to the upside again, but I'm not feeling hopeful right now, because the front end of the move is usually the most powerful. And when it starts coming back, you start looking at just pops. You need to just really scalp the pops. If this can get above $76, it could go up to 77. I don't think it's going to break highs again today, but it could get 77 if it gets over 76. Maybe 76.50, 77.50. I don't think we're going to get up to $80. I think it's rejected at $80 for a reason. Yeah, I can't see any time it's been up this high. Certainly not this year. Ah, right, okay. So back in June, summer 2021, it was up this high. We have to go back to February 2021 for when it's been higher. And I went up to $87 back in February 2021. Oh no, December 2020. It does have a history of being higher, but we're going back 2 years. I don't think it'll retest 80. I think we'll probably get maybe some kind of lower high here, which could be, this could be the lower high. I'm expecting it to break it, 75.40. It breaks 75.40, it should go on to 76. There you go, tested 75.40 again, so it's coiling that 75.40 flat top. Take your X69 girls and you can stick them where they don't shine. Huadi? No. There's not enough volume. Again, Huadi, it had its offering when it made that big move up because they're not making money as out of the day-to-day business, so they wanted to make money on the exchange by a shelf offering, unloading that shelf offering. So Huadi now, it's just moved up, but it's very low volume. Relatively speaking, it's low volume. $7. So I would stay away from Huadi. It's got form. I'm not saying don't trade it. I'm just saying be very careful. Have a look at the spreads as well. It tends to be very spready. Low volume, low liquidity. And I've been struggling getting filled on my orders here. 6 million shares traded on Axum Pharma today. It normally does 1.3, so we'd like 4x on the relative volume, which is good. I'll end the stream after this trade. Whilst the dog is sleeping, she still does need to go out. And quite frankly, my confidence is a little bit waning on this. No, so stop loss, it doesn't, look, an order is an order. So if you're using a stop loss, it basically it's a market order, so the fees don't matter. If I get out, I get hit with a fee. If I get in, I get hit with a fee. It doesn't matter whether it's a limit order, a market order, or a stop loss. The problem is with the stop loss being a market order, you get a lot more slippage than you do with a limit order. So that's where it's going to hit your pocket, is on the slippage. And yes, I do use stop losses. I'm just not on this one because the range is so, because I've got stop losses I can set with my hotkeys, but the range on this, I mean, the spreads on this are currently like 20-30 cents. And 30 cents is the largest stop loss I've got on my hotkeys. From I can do 50 cents on the standard stop loss, but on a trailing stop loss is 30 cents. So I'd have to set it manually, and if I'm going to set it manually, I can eyeball it. Yes, the scripts are relatively simple. Once you get used to the scripts, they're relatively simple to set up the hotkeys. I mean, everybody that's subscribed to the Day Trade with Tony course, I've given access to my hotkey scripts. And everything else. So there we go. Can we get in at 76? We get 76, 75, 57. We get 76 on the ask. We're between the spreads right now. 76 on the ask is what we're looking for. No pulling back. We're waiting for that breakout. Well, we're going to get a breakout then. We're caught right between the spreads right now. 53 on the ask, 21 on the bid, and we're in at 33, 34. We're right in the middle of the spreads. There we go. And we get it. We get 76 on the ask. Come on, 77, 75, 70, 75, 80. These spreads are not very favourable. That wick. Oh. Damn. Wanted to get out. Didn't fill me. Again. Caught between the spreads again. 41 on the ask. 4 on the bid. We're in at 34. If you're looking at the bid and the ask, the difference between the bid and the ask, that's the spread. My average cost is right in the middle. Well, it's just slightly above the ask now, so we're not caught between the spreads. We're actually in a losing position right now. Thought we were going to get a breakout then. 77 on. Thought we were going to get 77 on the ask. Went up to 76.55 briefly. All right, come on. Let's make that move up. Let's make it stick. DBGI pulling back now. So 12 cents down on the ask. But the spreads are an extra 20 cents. So we're 32 cents down on the ask. Volume by price. If you're looking at the bars on the left hand side of the chart there, Rack, so it's volume by price. So we're getting higher lows. I'm a little conscious that this might have been the secondary peak, the bounce. Trying to make another go. $76 on the ask. Come on. I didn't see it when it went up to 76 last time. I must have missed it. Let's see if we can get 76. I just want to take some off at 76 and then set a stop. And I'll move the stop manually. Look at the 15 minutes. It's still bullish on the 15. on the higher time frames. It's just struggling at that 75 level, 75.50, $76, 75.51, 75.50 on the ass. We've got 20-cent spreads right now. Yeah, I've got the SPY open and it's breaking lows. It's 398.75 on the SPY right now. Just get up to 76. Sell off on the SPY, probably not helping the wider market. Get over 76. 77's on. Get over 76, probably just get out. Yeah, this pennant is very long. It depends on which time frame you're looking at. The longer the time frame, the shorter the pennant, I guess. See, very short pennant there on the 15. On the 5, you're looking at it. It doesn't help when you're caught between the spreads and you can't get out for a profit and you can't average down for a lower price. It's kind of a pain in the hole. I could get out for $1.50 profit right now. Maybe I should take the profit. Maybe I should take the money and run. $1.50, should I take it? Should have taken it. You say money is made in the waiting, not in the trading. Well, I'm waiting for this to move up to $76. I'll hold it to 0 or 76. 76 or bust. Nearly. Rejected at that resistance line. See that? drew the resistance through those 2 points, and it's just rejected it at the corresponding level there. It's called a descending resistance. Who says technical analysis doesn't work? Still waiting for $76. I'll take it on the ask. We're currently 75.85, 75.74, 73. Oh, $76. Do it. Let me get out of this trade. I really need to use the bathroom. Hey, Scotties. Get over 76. We're at the races here. 87. We're moving up. Slowly. 89. 98. On the ask. $76 or above. That's what I've said. That's the level I'm looking for. 99. Come on. 93. They're going the wrong way. 76, I said. No, take half off. I'm just going to follow this up now, put a stop at 75.50, and I'll just follow this up now or get stopped out. We can get 77, great. Went up to 76.50, but we'll see. What are we watching? So this is Axum Therapeutics. The reason it's moving up is it got a... Why did it move up? I can't even remember what the catalyst was. So Axum Therapeutics achieves primary endpoint in phase 3 trial of an Alzheimer's disease agitation. So that's why this is moving up. No, we're not watching Cosmos. Cosmos is a garbage stock. Oh, we made $1,000 in the end on that one, so we're struggling. We're just struggling up at that level. This could run. Unlikely though. But anyway, I'm gonna the dementia drug. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna get my bathroom break. I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna continue trading because it's freezing, so I'll take the dog for a walk a little bit later, and I'm going to be back later for Power Hour. But who wants a Power Hour? Who wants a Power Hour stream there? 3 p.m. market time, 8 p.m. my time. Who wants a... Who wants a Power Hour stream? Let me know. Yeah, Super Chip wants a Power Hour stream. Anybody else? Okay, I'll end the stream. I'll continue trading. We've got $7 to make up, so we can do that. We just need some momentum. Might actually, if this breaks to this lower side, if it breaks it, then the ascending support. If it breaks below that, I'm going to short it. If it breaks back above on this resistance here, then I'll probably go long again. Alternatively, I might look at what else is moving. But I'm just going to go to the bathroom. I will catch you later for Power Hour, and I will be back here. EU time, it'll be 9 p.m. So if you're on the continent of Europe, it'll be 9 p.m. Where did it stop for me? It got me out at 75.32, so pretty much break even. I lost 2 cents on the second half of the position. So that was pretty much break even. I put it at 70, 75.50, but you got me out slippage. It got me out 75.32 average. Okay, I'll catch you guys later, and we'll do it all again.